Testing, there we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the July 13th Madison City Council meeting. At this time, I would like to invite my friend, Reverend Glen Bowers from Trinity Baptist Church to come and please lead us in the invocation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
I invite you to pray with me at this time. Let's pray. Dear God, we are thankful for our community. May your Spirit guide these leaders and these concerned citizens to work together to improve the lives of our neighbors. Grant us clear minds and pure motives to embrace decisions that promote dignity and respect for everyone. Help us to focus on putting others' needs first. We pray that everything that is done in this room tonight may reflect a desire to serve the people of Madison and to honor you. We pray this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Brother Glenn. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. You may have the roll call, please.
Council President Wroblewski.
Here.
Mayor Bartlett.
Here.
Councilmember Bier.
Here.
Councilmember Goodson.
Here.
Councilmember McKay.
Here.
Councilmember Lessman.
Here.
Councilmember White.
Here.
Councilmember Jackson.
Here.
Thank you. We have a quorum. Are there any amendments to the agenda?
There is one amendment to the agenda this evening, and that is to postpone the consideration of the minutes to the next meeting. That's item 6A, to give a little bit more time to solidify those minutes.
Thank you very much. We have 3 presentations tonight, and at this time I would like to invite Mark Jacobson and Gerald Smith, and I believe Christina Hearn, or maybe it's just Mark. Is it just Mark? I'm going to start. You're going to start. Okay, welcome.
Mayor, Council, good evening. I'd first like to say, before I kick off my presentation, that I'm super pleased to see the cooperative spirit that's been displayed up on the dais, and that was a great article, great spread in Madison Living, so congrats.
Thank you.
As a member of the Board of Directors of Madison Visionary Partners, I'm here to share a project with you that is the result of a joint effort involving the Chamber of Commerce, the City of Madison, and MVP. We are seeking your approval for the installation of the Madison Letters Public Art Project on city-owned property in town Madison. And later in the agenda, I believe you're going to have an acceptance of donations and approval of contract that are related to this. So, I've got the clicker. Okay. So I've wanted to see Madison create something like this since when I was city administrator about 7 years ago. I attended an Alabama City County Managers Conference, and I saw pictures of this large Lafayette sign. It's made up of 7-foot-tall letters that serve as a landmark in that community. The sign is regularly repainted by local organizations to celebrate events, promote causes, and showcase community creativity. That installation has become both an iconic gathering place and a popular photo destination. It'll also be visible from 565 in our case. So here's a rendering to help you show you the concept, but keep in mind that that does not include any of the finishes like concrete slabs, landscaping, lighting, etc. This is an AI-generated image, so even the little girl. So inspired by this concept, our project includes the design, fabrication, and installation of a large-scale Madison letter sculpture that will stand approximately 6.5 feet tall and 30 feet wide. It's designed to be durable, safe, interactive, and visually engaging, and will be located in town Madison near Toyota Field, actually between the field and J. Alexander's. So some of the project's key features include large-scale three-dimensional letters that spell Madison with the I offset behind the other letters so it doesn't say Mad Sun without the I. It's designed to create a unique photo opportunity. It will allow visitors to pose in the place of the eye. Rotating artistic treatments created by local artists, nonprofits, schools, and community groups is another highlight. And it will have lighting to enhance visibility and create additional visual impact in the evenings. This idea came to life when Mayor Bartlett assembled a group of community leaders to discuss Madison's celebration of the America 250 anniversary. We wanted to create something special that would not only commemorate this historic milestone, but also would remain a lasting part of our community for years. The inaugural installation will feature a patriotic design. I'm not sure that's going to be it, but it will be patriotic, honoring the 250th birthday. Beyond its artistic value, the letters will create both civic and economic benefits by establishing a recognizable destination that encourages residents and visitors to stop, explore, and share their experiences. Can see the women's softball tournament, the teams just flocking over there. We anticipate benefits will include increased foot traffic in town Madison, greater visibility for nearby restaurants, retail, hotels, entertainment venues, repeat visitation driven by the new artistic themes and the seasonal activities that surround it, expanded social media exposure for Madison as a destination, enhanced community pride and sense of place, and meaningful opportunities for local artists, students, nonprofits, and community organizations to participate. And we're real pleased to partner with the Madison Arts Alliance, which will help coordinate future artistic installations and establish a process for community participation in future designs. We already envision the next version of painting to coincide with the 2027 SEC softball tournament. Now, I would like to ask Gerald to come forward.
So as we started on this project, we explored different options, the type of signage and what to be made out of. We evaluated a wide variety of materials, fabrication methods, including concrete, coated foam, metal, several alternatives. And after speaking with multiple manufacturers and looking at different proposals, we selected a fiberglass steel fabrication for that. Fiberglass is considered a premium architectural material for install of this scale, offering exceptional durability, structural integrity, and automotive-grade finishes capable of being withstanding extreme weather while still allowing the letters to be repainted and refreshed over time. Go up. There you go. So it'd be located in town Madison, so this would be just off the entrance of where the new parking lot will be at on the east side of the stadium. Be across from J. Alexander's. This location is on city-owned property. And then later tonight, we'll ask for your approval to accept a bid from them. Okay.
The total cost of this project is approximately $125,000, which includes fabrication, site prep, delivery, installation, lighting, landscaping, signage, and all the structural and finish considerations necessary for it to be a permanent outdoor landmark. We're proud to share that the project is not quite fully funded, but almost funded. We're expecting to complete that drive through private contributions and partnerships with no financial commitment required from the city. And we do want to thank our donors, Representative Parker Moore, Representative Philip Rigsby, Senator Tom Butler, Senator Arthur Orr, the Tennessee Valley Authority, and I believe we have a representative back here, and Alabama Mountains, Rivers, and Valleys RC&D Council. So pending approval and execution of the agreement, fabrication can begin immediately. And in the coming weeks, we would plan for a groundbreaking ceremony to share the plans with the community and recognize the partners who made this project possible. Then there will be an unveiling and ribbon cutting upon completion, which is targeted for October. We appreciate your consideration and request your approval so that we can move forward with bringing this exciting new landmark to Madison.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jacobson. Really appreciate it and appreciate all the work Ms. Jarrett has done and the support you've received from the community. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you all. At this time, I'd like to invite Chief Gandy to come forward. He has a couple of presentations for his team, Life-Saving Awards.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Let me start off by saying this process took entirely too long, and you'll see what I mean when I start talking here in a little bit. Over the last few years, our police department has gone through a lot of changes, a lot of restructuring. We've been pretty busy getting Madison to where we think it needs to be with all the growth that we've received and all the growth we're expecting. And we've modernized in some areas. We redid some things in some areas. And one of the things we redid was our awards policy. And in considering the awards policy, one of the first things I did when I got here as chief is I interviewed every officer, and one of the common themes among all those officers was that they wanted awards that really meant something, something that could truly be earned rather than just given. And they really wanted to receive those awards from their peers. So what we did was we restructured the awards program. We got rid of some of the awards that were being offered before, and we added some things. And then we turned around and restructured it to the point where instead of the chief deciding who's going to get a medal for great service out there, we actually put together an awards committee so it was the officers' peers themselves that determined whether the officers were deserving. Because there's nothing more rewarding than your own peers feeling that you earned something. And that's what we did here. So over the years, we restructured our policy. We redid the awards. We had to order the new awards. We had to put together the committees. We had to look at the criteria and make sure everybody met the criteria for each of these things. And it resulted in where we are tonight. So the first thing I'd like to do, and I'd actually like to switch C and B. The first group of awards I want to hand out are something known as the Public Safety Medal. So I'm going to show you guys what this medal looks like. As you can see, the ribbon on this medal is red, white, and blue. When we restructured the awards, the top award that an officer may earn is the Medal of Valor for actually committing an act of valor in the face of grave danger. The red represents the color of the second highest medal, the Silver Star, and the white is the Achievement Medal. We know that an officer that performs their duties for 20 years or more in this job, somewhere along the line has committed an act that was valorous. They showed bravery, or they had some outstanding act of achievement that probably never went recognized because these officers don't go out looking for recognition every day. They quietly do their job. They're proud of the job that they do. They take pride in that intrinsic reward of doing a job well done, but they're not looking for recognition. And we decided to change that. So what we did was we added this award, the Public Safety Medal, for officers who have 20 years or more of outstanding service. No real disciplinary actions to speak of, came to work, did their jobs, trained other officers, helped people in distress, helped other officers in distress, and kept Madison safe. And as you can see, at this day, 67,000 people, I believe, is the latest estimate in our population. And yet we have next to zero for a violent crime rate in this city. Any city our size would love to have a crime rate like that. And it's due primarily to the officers that you see in the back and the officers that you see driving down the street every day. So the first recipient of the Public Safety Medal is Assistant Chief Mike Allen. Mike? Captain John Stout. Jonathan Stout oversees our Special Operations Division, which consists of our SROs, our Training Division, K-9, SWAT, when we bring SWAT together, and who am I missing? Lieutenant Jamar Miles, who is not here. Sergeant Stephen Reeves. Sergeant Reeves is a supervisor in our investigative division. And Dispatch Supervisor Angela Sharp. Don't see her. Now I'd like to go to the life-saving awards. Again, as you hear these dates, you're going to say, what took so long? And I ask that same question every day. But we're finally here. Officer Jonathan Siskoff, Officer Tim Portick, and Officer Andrew Slaughter, please come forward. These officers are here to receive the Life-Saving Medal. The Life-Saving Medal is awarded individually for actions or decisions that directly contribute to saving a human life, or in addition to higher medals where circumstances indicate that the employee involved saved a life under extraordinary circumstances which constituted an immediate danger to the employee involved. On May 29, 2022, the officers listed, Officer Siskoff, Portick, and Slaughter, responded to a confirmed fentanyl overdose at 166 Stone Meadow Lane. This is going to be a recurring theme with some of these medals. On-scene officers made contact with a subject who was non-responsive and without a pulse. All officers quickly and effectively assumed various roles in providing medical aid to the subject. Officer Siskoff began administering Narcan. Officer Horton, who's no longer here, monitored the subject's breathing and pulse and advised officers once both had finally been restored, while Officer Portick took over chest compressions as the initial officer began tiring after several rounds of CPR with the subject. Officer Slaughter assisted in preparing Narcan dosages for Officer Siskoff, who was able to administer it while all officers maintained scene security. These coordinated efforts were accomplished through outstanding communication, and given the high level of risk with fentanyl exposure all around, they, again, put their lives at risk in order to save someone else while providing aid to the subject. The subject's life was eventually saved due to their efforts. Now, some of you may ask, why are we going through so much trouble saving some drug addict that overdosed on fentanyl? Well, just remember, that's somebody's son or their daughter, right? We're sworn to uphold life, and that's our number one duty as a police officer. And that's exactly what these officers did. I want to congratulate them. Officer Jacob Kramer. On September 6, 2024, officers were dispatched to a shooting in progress at 194 Shelton Drive. Officer Brakes and Officer Kramer were the first two officers to arrive on scene. Upon their arrival, they found a victim on the outside stairwell suffering an obvious gunshot wound to his leg. Officers noticed serious bleeding coming from his upper leg, and the victim was in an extreme amount of pain. Officer Kramer quickly assessed the situation, and without hesitation, he applied a tourniquet to the victim's leg. Officers on scene stayed calm and worked to reassure the victim. Due to the unknown circumstances of the call, Officer Brakes covered Officer Kramer while Kramer applied the tourniquet. Officer Brakes secured the scene, which allowed Officer Kramer to correctly apply the tourniquet, and other officers arrived to ensure any other medical equipment that was needed was on scene. The subject was checked for any weapons as well as the scene to ensure officer safety, and after all was cleared, the officers seamlessly worked together as a cohesive unit. The life-saving tourniquet was applied in less than 1 minute from the officer's arrival to the scene. All officers involved put themselves in danger in an unknown situation to directly save the life of another. It is apparent that without the quick decision-making and teamwork demonstrated by the officers, the outcome of the victim, who was 17 years old, by the way, would have been different.
This was corroborated later by the treating ER physician who advised that the tourniquet definitely saved the victim's life. The mission statement of the City of Madison Police Department is, we are dedicated to protecting and serving our citizens with the highest standards attainable. Our goal is to enhance quality of life for every citizen through professional service, and this is certainly demonstrated in this situation. Officer Patrick Niles. On May 18, 2025, a night shift lieutenant made contact with an SUV in the parking lot of the Chevron station on County Line Road at Plaza Boulevard. He noticed an unresponsive female inside the vehicle who had possibly overdosed on narcotics. Upon arrival, officers were able to break out the driver's side window and unlock the driver's door. Officer Niles, who's one of the officers on scene, began to immediately assess the victim and determined that she did not appear to be breathing as her face and lips were turning blue. Officer Niles then removed the woman from the vehicle later on the ground next to the vehicle, where he began to administer Narcan intranasally, and noticed that the patient was having agonal respirations. Officer Niles used a barrier mask at that point to perform several rescue breaths. He noticed that the woman had a faint pulse. Approximately 5 minutes later, Officer Niles assessed her breathing status again and determined that she was not breathing. Officer Niles administered a second dose of Narcan and continued rescue breaths with a pocket mask until Madison Fire arrived on scene. Shortly upon their arrival, the patient was ventilated and given oxygen. She was then loaded onto the ambulance, the Hemsley ambulance that also arrived, but prior to being loaded on the ambulance, she was able to begin breathing on her own, thanks to the efforts of Officer Niles. The direct actions of Officer Niles constitutes the earning of the life-saving medal. All other officers involved received letters of recognition for their actions. So from here on out, we'll be a little bit more timely on these awards. But again, this demonstrates the efforts of these officers every day, and I think you should be proud of all of them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chief, and thank you to our officers that risk their lives every day for us and keep our community safe. We are so appreciative of all of you. At this time, we will open the floor for public comments. I do have two people that reached out before to sign up. I have, is Carolyn Wathen, W-A-T-H-E-N. Hi, could you come forward, please, and tell us what district you live in?
I need to move the mic.
Oh, and I'm sorry, if you can move the mic back. Thank you, sorry.
It's okay. Hello, can you hear me? All right. Good evening, Mayor Bartlett and council members. My name's Caroline Wathen, and I'm in District 4 with Michael McKay. I live in the Millstone neighborhood, and I have the privilege of serving as the president of the Madison Swimming Association, and I also am the proud parent of 2 athletes on the James Clemens swim team. First, I'd like to thank you for your service to our city, and I'd also like to extend a special thank you to Councilman McKay for speaking with me and listening to my concerns and sharing his perspectives on my concerns. I was also encouraged to see that an additional indoor aquatic facility is included in Madison's long-term planning. I believe that that investment will be incredibly valuable to our growing city. Until that vision becomes a reality, however, we need a solution that allows our existing aquatic facility to serve our community throughout the winter months. I'm here tonight to ask for your support in repairing the bubble that resides over the Dublin Park outdoor pool. It isn't simply about one swim team. This is about protecting one of Madison's most valuable community assets. Madison Swimming Association alone has over 100 Madison City citizens that is counted amongst its athletes. These children also are included in the high school swim teams, in the Madison Dolphins, who is the recreational team in Madison. They participate in other city programs. They will one day teach swim lessons. They will one day be lifeguards. and they will one day be parents of children who are going to benefit from these facilities here in Madison City. These are the Madison kids, and this is their community pool. Every year, thousands of Madison residents benefit from these pools. Children learning to swim, high school athletes, year-round club swimmers, summer league teams, adult swimming for fitness, and families participating in city programs, not to mention all the awesome birthday parties that happen. The Dublin Park Aquatic Center serves as our community in ways that extend far beyond competitive swimming. Without the bubble, our city loses the ability to use half of the facility for much of the winter. Even with heated water, there are limits. Once temperatures fall below 40 degrees, it's simply not safe or practical for our swimmers to remain outdoors. At that point, one competition pool must serve every program and every user group. The result isn't just an inconvenience. It means reduced access for residents, fewer opportunities for swim lessons and fitness programs, limited practice space for student athletes, and difficult scheduling decisions for everyone who depends on the facility. Madison has built an incredible swimming community over many years. That success did not happen by accident.
Thank you, Mrs. Wathen. I'm afraid
you.
your time is up.
That's okay.
Thank you
for
so
your time.
much. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I would like to invite Christopher Browning. Is Christopher Browning here? He also, okay. And then I have not received any cards, so is there anyone else that would like to address council and mayor at this time? Seeing none, we'll close public comments and move into the consent agenda and finance committee report. Mr. Bier.
Okay, so we've got quite a few items on this consent agenda. The first one is a utility expense sharing agreement with the Intergraph Properties. We've had a change in one of the partners over there with Redstone Federal Credit Union coming in, so we're updating the current agreement to add them onto it. We've got two items related to document destruction. Both of those have fallen under our record retention, and so we've submitted those for destruction. We've also got an acceptance of an award from Toyota Foundation. We appreciate their support for the 2026 Mayor's Youth Council. I think that was around 8,000 or so. We've got an insurance settlement for a police officer that was involved in an accident, a police vehicle that involved a deer running out on the road. So that was $6,100 minus deductible. We have a small donation of $383 from some profits on a cruise, a couple little trip things here. And then, as Mr. Jacobson pointed out, we've got several donations to accept $20,000 from Tom Butler, another $25,000 from Tom Butler. Part of that's going to the America 250 project. Part of that is going to the fire department. $10,000 from Arthur Orr, also to the America 250 project, and then $27,000 from MVP to the America's 250 project. So a lot of good support from several people in the community. Also kind of note, I don't know if he's still here, but I do want to thank Mr. Jacobson for his efforts on MVP, and this does show, I used to be on that board, how we can use some of this public-private partnership and how individuals and organizations can work together to help the city move projects forward. So appreciate MVP and Mark's support in that, and Christina as well. I see you back over there. Also want to address very quickly, appreciate the comments on the pool. I don't know that everyone knows, but we had that motor go out, and it's not inexpensive. So as a city, when we look at projects that come up and how we plan for funding, we know that things will happen. We didn't plan on that, but things happen, so we're looking at ways to obviously fix that so we can have that for the winter time. So we appreciate your support on that. Finance Committee also got the payables report, Fund 38 report, and reviewed all of that. So with that, I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second. I have a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mrs. Lessman. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The consent agenda and Finance Committee report are accepted as written, and now we'll begin with presentation reports, and we'll begin with Mayor Bartlett.
Thank you. First, I'd like to start by giving a shout out to all of the departments and outside organizations that helped us celebrate America's 250th birthday. We had a wonderful children's parade on June 25th at Home Place Park, and the Madison Arts Alliance in Main Street, Madison, helped to organize that. We also were able to have our fireworks show after some rain. Shout out to Parks and Rec in particular, as we were watching the rain and trying to get that show done. I really want to appreciate Amanda Jarrett in our office, who has helped coordinate so many of these activities, as well as the Madison letters. And thank you to all the donors who have contributed to that, so that the celebration continues throughout the year. I had the opportunity to do a police ride-along last week on 2 shifts, and I am so appreciative of that opportunity. I'm so impressed with our entire police department and the leadership of Chief Gandy, and I know that our citizens are very confident in them and the service that they provide. So thank you so much for that. The SEC came to visit last week, and we did a little review of the Toyota field accommodations, as well as the Hexagon Wellness Center and softball fields. And so we're making plans to get ready, and planning starts early, and I'm very excited about that. Finally, I attended the State of Limestone County last week and watched the Limestone County Commission, and in particular Chairman Daly, deliver their update. And a lot of times people forget that Madison is also in Limestone County, and it's very important for us to seek out opportunities to collaborate with Limestone County as well as Madison County. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mayor. District 2, please.
No new business.
Thank you, sir. District 3, please.
I would be chewing right then. So, a couple of things. This Thursday, we will have another third Thursday, hopefully not raining or anything. Last time, actually, the rain had cut out before the evening started, and we actually had a very good evening. From 5 to 7, there'll be food trucks and other things going on downtown. Invite you to come out. It is a great time to walk around, meet your friends, meet your neighbors, make new friends. Hopefully, no new neighbors, but anyway, it's a great time, and we really look forward to that. It's a great event. Chief Gandy had emailed Mayor Bartlett and myself. I serve as the police liaison, and I want to commend the police department for going through their remote assessment. It's an online assessment that they did for their CALIA accreditation. This was the 3rd year after our last reaccreditation, so this accreditation was online. Next year, they will do another on-site accreditation. That is, Chief, it's like almost a 2-week process where they're on-site going through all of the artifacts that the police department has to collect during the intervening years to do that. They actually interview citizens and other people about that process. I want to especially note that what Chief said at the end of his email was the bottom line on our 3-year is that we are in full compliance with CALIA standards with no standard issues, defects, or issues noted. CALIA, there's about 18,000 in law enforcement agencies across the United States. Out of that, only about 5% are CALIA accredited or certified. That represents about 700 to 900. There's only 10 in the state of Alabama, and there's one more agency in Alabama that's going through that from a municipal standpoint. So our police department really does get high marks in professionalism and following their standards and everything. And just a thanks to Chief for all that they do on that, and especially to all the police officers who are the ones that make that happen. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Goodson. Mr. McKay, District 4?
Yeah, I do have a few things tonight. Caroline, thank you for speaking about the pool. It's something for you guys' knowledge, Recreation Advisory Board, I'm the representative for that one. It's something Corey and I have talked about. It's important to get that thing fixed before the winter comes around. So eventually, once that comes to us, I think it's important that we prioritize that and get it going. I do have some updates on Miracle League of Madison, which I'm no longer really associated with, but I strongly support. So a few things the fundraising lead wanted me to pass along. What she didn't ask me to pass along was that she shared with me her fundraising update, and in the last quarter, it was probably the strongest quarter of fundraising ever. They did 7 fundraisers last quarter and raised a good bit of money. So there's really some good momentum picking up about this for this project. There are 3 big events coming up that she wanted me to share. So on August 1st, there's a fundraiser via the Huntsville City Football Club. On September 12th, the Ride, Roll, and Rally event. So more information will come out about that pretty soon. And then a big one on September 24th, that's the Taste of Madison. That's something we'll talk about more in a couple of weeks as the event gets closer, but that's going to be an awesome one. And then also something that's really up my alley as a baseball card collector. There's a couple of students at Liberty Middle School that have started a business, if you will. It's called Bat Flip Baseball Cards, and they've got a booth set up at Madison Mercantile, and they're donating a portion of their sales to the Miracle League of Madison. So they did this on their own, little entrepreneurs. It's pretty cool. So way to go, guys. Keep that up. And I'll come by there and buy some cards, too. A few other things in my district and around my district. There's work on the new turning lane at the new stoplight at Hardeman and Bergerine. That's going to help ease some congestion as schools open up, and we've got 2 schools out that way now, so that'll be really good for the area. And lastly, I had office hours on June 24th, and I'll announce them for the fall here in a couple weeks as the summer winds down and school starts back. So with that, that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you, Mr. McKay. District 5, Mrs. Lessman?
Yes, I'd like to echo the mayor with thanking Parks and Recs for that Let Freedom Ring fireworks night and all the volunteers and the food trucks that came out that night. It was rainy at first, and then it cleared up. So I'm so glad for the fireworks. And, thank you to some of our council members who got out of being in a dunking booth because of the rain. Then they were going to help raise funds as well, so that's good to hear that Miracle League is raising a lot of funds already still. So thank you. That they stood strong in the rain and continued to have it. I did attend an Alabama League of Municipalities board meeting July 9th, last Thursday in Montgomery, and it's an honor to serve and represent Madison. It's many municipalities across Alabama, and we all come together and we share the same challenges, some of the same, we have common things that we talk about and try to improve each other. So, and we stand together, and it was a good meeting. So, some upcoming events for the Madison Chamber. The 15th, this Wednesday, is Business Over Breakfast. Registration has closed, but that's a reminder. That'll be at the Jackson Center at 7:30 with Sharon Cobb, the Associate PM for NASA's SLS, the Space Launch System. July 28th is State of the Region address with our Chairman Rex Vaughn, Madison County Commissioner, and Chairman Colin Daly, Limestone County Commissioner. And then save the date for Madison Chamber's Back to School Breakfast, August 25th. And just to tell you, I am the liaison for the Madison Chamber. And again, to thank Amanda Jarrett, she sat down with me and the chamber, the CEO of the chamber, and a board member, and we just talked and collaborated on how we're going to move ahead. So it's really great that all our organizations, we really try to work together and see how we can come up with the common goals. So thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Lessman. Mrs. White, District 6, please.
Yes, just a few items. I want to mirror what Councilmember Lessman said and Mayor Bartlett said about, Let Freedom Ring at Dublin Park. It turned out to be a great night, a great show. It was a wonderful fireworks celebration, and I was just pleased by how many people actually got to come out and enjoy. And so thank you to Parks and Recreation, MPD, everyone, who contributed to make sure that it was a success, that it was safe. It was a wonderful night. Also, just coming up this week, there's the Battle of the Burger. If you hadn't been to Rocket City Cookout, it's this Thursday. It's from 5 to 8. It's on 8006 Old Madison Pike. So if you go there, there are several food trucks out, but this is a special one. It got canceled a few weeks back due to weather. So if you're hungry for a burger, come out and get one. Lastly, the sales tax holiday is this weekend. So if you haven't purchased your school supplies for your children or grandchildren, please come out and do so. It's the 17th through the 19th. So that's all.
Thank you, Mrs. White. District 7, Mr. Jackson.
Yes, I have 3 announcements. The first one is this Saturday, July 18th. Madison Greenways and Trails is looking for volunteers to help create the Mill Creek Preserve from 9 a.m. to noon, and you can register on their Facebook page. Second, Madison Arts Alliance, speaking of weather, they had a concert last Thursday that sadly got rained out again. So we're hoping that on July 23rd, next Thursday from 7 to 9, there will be the next installment of that series. And the one from last week has been rescheduled to July 30th. So next week or the week after, come out to Home Place Park. And then finally, Madison City Schools is having their annual supply drive for backpacks and gift cards for students in need. And the drop-off is between July 27th and July 30th, and you can visit their Facebook page for details.
Thank you. I have two announcements. Next Tuesday, we'll be having our HMCPL, that's the library board meeting that we usually have in Huntsville. We'll be having it in Madison at 4 p.m. Would love to have the public come and meet the HMCPL board and participate and see what's going on in the library. And tomorrow morning is a day that I am so excited about. I am so excited. So I'm going to keep this short because a couple of meetings after this, I said I'd do this meeting on 78 RPM, but I just wanted to say tomorrow we're having the ribbon cutting on the new animal shelter. And I am just thrilled and so happy for our police officers, our animal control officers, that we'll have a clean indoor space and space for the animals as well. And so that is tomorrow morning at 8:30. I'm not sure the number on Celtic Drive, 400. I just got that sign in the back. It's either 400 or I'm to steal third. I'm not sure which. But just come out and support. And we're going to have a list, an Amazon wish list for our animal control officers for them as they get things up and running. So many thanks to our previous mayor, our previous council, our current mayor, our current council for seeing this project through. It really is a 10-year dream come true. So very excited for tomorrow morning. I probably won't sleep tonight. So now moving into board and committee appointments, and we do have one tonight. I believe, Mr. Jackson, this is yours. Are you, you're not Mural Advisory Board? Who's Mural Advisory Board?
I don't know that we have.
Oh, okay, we may not have an actual liaison to the Mural Advisory Board, so at this time, I will recommend reappointment of Kristen Strickland to Place 2 with a term expiration of February 27th, 2030, and an appointment to Amanda Jarrett to Place 1 with a term expiration of July 13th, 2030. Are there any other recommendations for this board? Seeing none, we will accept Ms. Strickland and Ms. Jarrett into these seats and thank them for their service. We do have two public hearings tonight, and we'll begin with planning, please. Thank you.
Okay, you have proposed ordinance number 2026-203, and this is a public hearing to zone this property R1A. The property is located at 167 Brentwood Lane, and it is 1.54 acres. The property is already developed. This went to the Planning Commission, and Planning Commission is supporting the request. There was no opposition to the request, and later in your agenda, you'll have the annexation.
At this time, we'll open up the public hearing and see if there's anyone that would like to address mayor and council on this subject. Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing and proceed.
Move to approve.
Second.
I'm sorry, I missed the David and Alice. Whew, y'all are fast, very good. So I have a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mrs. Lessman. Any comments or questions on this? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The ordinance passes. Thank you. And now we have a restaurant retail liquor license for Viva Tequila.
Good evening. I have one item for your consideration tonight. This is a request for a restaurant retail liquor license from Viva Tequila for their location at 12090 County Line Road. Everything is in order for this item to be considered.
Thank you. We'll open up the public hearing and see if there's anyone who would like to address mayor and council on this subject. Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing and call for a motion.
Move to approve?
Second.
I have a motion for Mrs. White and a second for Mr. Goodson. Any comments or questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Now we have the city clerk's office.
Good evening. We have a resolution for you, 2026241-R. Acceptance of statement of work for quote number Q121879-1 from CivicPlus for agenda management software conversion and implementation services in the amount of $8,000 for the initial term. The annual recurring subscription will be $12,000 thereafter, paid from the city clerk's budget.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mrs. White.
Goodson.
Oh, I'm sorry. Billie and Erica. Okay, I'm sorry. Any comments or questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, ma'am. Now we have engineering.
Okay, tonight I have first resolution number 2026-231R, authorizing a construction agreement for a federal aid project with the Alabama Department of Transportation, City of Madison Project 26003, for pedestrian intersection improvements on Town Madison Boulevard at the entrance and exit ramps for I-565.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Mrs. White and a second from Mrs. Lessman. Any comments or questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
And next I have resolution number 2026-240R, authorization for Norfolk Southern Railway Company to incur and bill costs to review project plans on project 26012 Town Madison Greenway Extension in an amount not to exceed $25,000 to be paid from engineering department budget.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Mrs. Lessman and a second from Mr. Goodson. Any comments or questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, sir. Mr. Smith?
We have one resolution for your consideration tonight, Resolution 202625R, authorizing a contract agreement with J. Hendricks Design LLC, doing business as Replica Plastics and Design, fabrication and installation of America 250 Madison sculpture in the amount not to exceed $86,750 to be paid from the Madison Letters account.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mrs. Lessman. Any comments or questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, sir. Now we have Ms. Bracci with HR, please.
So we have Resolution 2026-242R, moving the administrative plan bid coordinator position from the planning department to the legal department effective August 3rd, 2026. So this is just moving this position under the class plan and then also the funds on the salary from one department to the next.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for Mrs. Lessman and a second for Mr. Goodson. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Lessman.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
Resolution number 2026-243R, Economic Development Coordinator, Grade 112, position change to Economic Development Coordinator, Grade 116, and also moving that position from planning to the mayor's office. And again, we're just moving it on the class plan. The funds have been approved, and then they will be moved over on the salary line.
Move to approve?
Second.
I have a motion for Mrs. White and a second for Mrs. Lessman. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay?
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
And then Resolution 2026-244R, approval of grade 105 executive assistant position to the Planning Department.
Motion to approve.
Second?
I have a motion for Mr. Goodson and a second for Mrs. White. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay?
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman?
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, ma'am. Next up is IT.
I have two items on the agenda for tonight. The first item is proposed ordinance number 2026-217. This is approving the addition of Chapter 15 to the City of Madison Personnel Policies and Procedures to provide computer and AI use policies. And the first reading was June 22nd.
Move to approve.
Motion for Mrs. Lessman and a
I
second.
did that the 22nd.
And a second for
Second.
Mr. Goodson, who needs to bring his A game. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Lessman?
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay?
Aye.
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Thank you. The ordinance passes.
The second item is resolution number 2026-246R. It's authorizing a contractor agreement with CTIS Incorporated for the purchase and installation of IP camera and camera network cables at the municipal complex building located at 100 Youth Road in the amount of $29,845, and it's to be paid from IT's departmental budget.
Move to approve.
Second?
I have a motion for Mr. Bier and a second for Mrs. White. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay?
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman?
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, Mr. White. Next up is legal.
I'd like to note for the record that I'll be recusing
Oh,
myself.
yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. I have one item for your consideration this evening. It's Resolution 2026-252R. This authorizes an agreement with Deckard Technologies for its Rentalscape short-term rental property monitoring services and online complaint form service. And this is at a cost of $8,000 per year for the initial year, and it's to be paid from the Building Department Maintenance Contract account. And if approved, this company will help the city to identify and conduct outreach to short-term rental operators within the city to drive compliance with the city's new short-term rental regulations. And this service also provides for an online complaint form so that if citizens have concerns about a rental property in the city, it can quickly get to the code enforcement officers for review.
Thank you.
Move to approve.
I have a motion from Mr. Goodson.
Second.
And a second from Mrs. Lessman. Any comments or questions?
What is the fee scale up to in the years after year one, do you know?
So far, it's $8,000 per year with the services chosen to be annually renewed unless terminated earlier. So they haven't actually given us an updated fee schedule, but there's always the possibility, working with one of the software companies, that they'll propose some different terms ahead of renewal. So, and then if they raise the prices, the city would have an option to terminate and reevaluate.
Okay.
Thank you. May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay?
Aye.
Councilmember White recused. Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, ma'am. And now we have planning.
You have proposed ordinance number 2026-204, and this is for the annexation of the 1.54 acre property that you were discussing or approved the zoning for earlier. Again, staff and planning commission are recommending approval of this item.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Mrs. White and a second from Mrs. Lessman. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay?
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Thank you. The ordinance passes.
Next item is proposed ordinance number 2026-237. This is just a first reading, but this is for annexation of a single-family property in Morris Estates subdivision in Limestone County, located at 11356 Cardinal Drive.
We'll see you back on the 27th.
Yes, well, actually, this public hearing is
Oh.
going to be set for August 24th.
Okay, thank you.
You will not be seeing
No.
me.
At least not on this subject.
That's right. I'll be watching you.
Okay.
From afar.
That sounds ominous.
All right, item C on the agenda is resolution number 2026-235-R, and this is a request to set a public hearing for the zoning for the subject property to zone the property R1A. And again, the public hearing would be set for August 24th, and the Planning Commission and staff are supporting this request.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mr. Jackson. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay?
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman?
Aye.
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
Thank you. Your next item is proposed ordinance number 2026-255, and this is a request to vacate a utility and drainage easement on an industrial property at the corner of Royal and Westchester. You can see the easement there. They're going to be reconfiguring, right now these parcels run north-south. They're going to reconfigure them to run east-west. This is just a first reading, so we will be back at your next council meeting in July for this item.
Thank you very much.
Item E is proposed ordinance number 2026-250. This is for the annexation of a property located at 10569 Burgreen Road. This is a first reading. You can see the property there on the west side of Burgreen. It does comprise two parcels. However, the property is developed and the home spans the property line of both parcels. So even though it's two parcels, it's just one dwelling. And this public hearing, the annexation would come back for approval in August at the time of the public hearing.
Okay.
Move to approve.
Second.
Nope.
No, this is
first
just a
reading.
first reading. But I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Oh, a quick question on that. What is the acreage total?
The acreage of this property is 2.42 acres.
Thank you.
So it is under the 3
Yeah,
acres.
okay.
Yes. Ready?
Very good. Yes, ma'am.
Item F is resolution number 2026-248-R, and this is a request to set a public hearing for said property located on Burgreen Road, and the request would be to zone this property R1A, and the public hearing would be set for August 24th, should you approve that.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mr. Jackson. Any comments or questions?
Just that it clearly states 2.42 acres in the next bullet.
You were testing her, that's all.
In your defense, we typically put the acreage in the zoning and not in the annexation. So it's fair, you just didn't read ahead.
May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay?
Aye.
Councilmember Lessman?
Aye.
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
Thank you.
Awesome. We do have one announcement. I have a family member having surgery, so I will not be here on Wednesday, but Mr. Goodson will be leading our discussion for public safety. We'll be here in council chambers Wednesday at 5:30. We'll be talking about fire and police and all things public safety oriented. Does anyone else have any announcements?
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. We are adjourned. Thank you all. I'm going to go.
Can't believe you did that.